Because we're bringing it up to the heat together with, yeah, not frozen. Cold, not frozen, because we're clarifying the stock, and hot stock would just cook my lean ingredients. So I'm going to bring it up to heat together just till the first simmer. Like if I poured hot stock in it, it wouldn't clarify, I'd just cook it. I have to bring it up together so it forms a raft. We're done with this little bit of mess. Put it off to the side here. I also have some water blanching for my pasta and my broccoli. And then we bring this up to simmer together. Get the party started. So in here I have my ingredients to clarify. Lean meat, an acid ingredient, my stock, chopped mirepoix, I want to be careful not to cook this. I just wanted to defrost it a little bit. What I'm hoping shows up, honestly, I mean, this one's going to be on your soup practical. Your soup practical will be the clam chowder, French onion, and the consommé. So this we're going to stir constantly until we get to that first simmered bubble. And the reason is that we're using lean meat. I don't want it to stick to the bottom. If I just allowed it to sit like this, it would immediately sink and stick to the bottom of the pan. I want it to form a raft and bring all the impurities up with it. So what else do we have to play with? I guess we could do the minestrone next because we don't have anything else to do. Is most of the ingredients there except for the fresh basil?
We don't have the shredded one.
The shredded cabbage.
She smiled.
Favorite.
That's fine. It's fine.
That's fine. It's just fine. And the Parmesan cheese. Okay. That's fine too.
All the best stuff.
What's that?
All the best stuff.
Yeah. We'll look for some. Maybe some will show up. Alright, so we're stirring constantly. I might hand this off to our pal Richard over here to stir. You want to come over here, Slug? And stir until we get to that first bubble. Alright, so got water boiling for that. This one is super fast soup, as well as something to eat right away. Call down to Shannon and see if we have cheese somewhere.
Not really.
Making a pastry has it. So we'll get our Parmesan cheese from there. So I always start with my burnt veggies first. And my olive oil. And I'm just sauteing my veggies. I'm not getting any color. In the meantime, I'm going to boil my pasta off. Separately. The reason why we don't do pasta in the same pot is it'll absorb my broth, right? So salted water, pasta water going. by the time that's done, my soup should be ready to go, and we'll just ladle that in.
It's one of those mornings.
Boy,
She's still sniffing.
really can't use that reset button.
At least tornado.
What's that?
Tornado bag.
All right, so saute my hard vegetables first. How you doing? Looking good. You'll be able to tell, and this is when you guys are doing this, I'm looking at your knife cuts, so make sure your knife cuts look primo. These are uneven knife cuts, and the reason why knife cuts are so important, and I'm looking at it specifically with this particular soup, is you know, this obviously this little piece is going to cook faster than this little piece here, so make sure your knife cuts are consistent. We'll give you a mulligan today because all of those are not the right cuts. So saute all your hard vegetables first. Remember I said yesterday we wanted to do everything small dice.
Yes, she did, Chef.
Everything all the same.
And then, you know already. One up better.
This one has, yeah, that's not garlic. So if you have whole tomatoes and it calls for chopped, then chop them up with a knife. So get a shit knife. Here's whole tomatoes. It calls for chopped, you have to chop the tomatoes.
You about to lose your,
Who's there? I'm getting there. Where'd your chef knife go? Yeah.
I have my quick knife out.
You want to grab it?
We'll have like various types of pasta tomorrow.
I'll bet.
Will we actually make pasta at one point?
Yep, we are. That's coming up here soon. Fettuccine Alfredo, yeah. And I'll show you some other shapes. So I had a bench knife over there, but it's not there anymore. So using a bench knife, getting a bench knife is going to be tantamount to your success, right? Let's just get this out of the way. And after that point, it's been sauteing for a little bit. We'll add in our garlic and our soft veggies. Remember, you want everything to be cut the same so it looks nice. So a little bit of that. So check it out. If we don't get our produce here in the next few minutes or so, we have to be sitting down and all cleaned up. At least we'll have two soups. The other thing that is that I need for this particular soup is fine brunoise vegetables. So fine brunoise, some carrots, and celery. It's going to be awesome. Do you want to brunoise me just some carrot, fine brunoise? Just need a couple pieces. And we're going to add in tomato with its juice. they throw it on the wall. I'll show you. So if we take a look at this piece here, and we cut into the middle of it, you'll inside you'll see like a little white line. That white line is raw pasta. See that? Falling down on it. There's a little white line in there, so that means that it's still raw.
I'll eat it.
Same thing with when we're gonna come and be making risotto here pretty soon. Same thing with risotto. So let's take a look at his consommé. It's starting to warm up, but it's not quite there yet. Everything's all mixed together. But I need to start bringing this, when I start to see fine little bubbles, and it goes from being opaque, you can turn up the heat, opaque on the outside, from translucent to opaque, that's, see, so cool. Stir, stir. All right, so season before, during, and after. A little bit before. And then I'm going to grab this ladle from in here. Start adding in my stock, unless you have it somewhere for me. This is a super quick, super easy soup. And then we'll put on our chiffonade of basil, a little drizzle of olive oil, and some Parmesan cheese. The trouble with being short, everything's hot up here. What's that?
This is worse.
Is it? Is it?
Yes.
It hurts worse than mine.
Yes.
All right. So let's throw in, also with this one, I feel like it needs some herbs. So there's some oregano in the cage if you want to grab me a little bit of oregano. So let's throw in some thyme. Some fresh sage would be fantastic. And I don't need very much. I just need like maybe a teaspoon of really good pieces. So really nice, beautiful pieces. So again, tomorrow's going to be all about knife cuts. I'm going to throw in a little bit of oregano. Really nice, beautiful cuts. Getting there. Cynthia, do you want to get some Parmesan cheese from next door at Baking and Pastry?
First day.
So warm up. First thing you want to do when you walk into any kitchen is turn on the ovens.
What's a good heat to have it at?
You know, for me, when you're working in a kitchen, prep usually is like about 400, 375, 400. During service, your ovens, you don't have time to bake anything. Most ovens are turned all the way up to like 500 degrees, as high as they go.
Because they finish a lot of their meat
Yeah,
in there,
so
right?
like I might cook something off on the grill and finish it off in the oven, and you know, your orders, you have to have, you know, something in the window every few minutes or so. So
Cabbage.
thank you. You can tear it up with your teeth or find a tornado knife, you know. He said he wants it back. What's he making?